Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Legendary Apartment Brokers. Today is Monday, November 4th, 2024. This is the KC Multifamily Minute coming to you every single week like I do, talking to you about all the new multifamily opportunities, investments that are on the open market, whether it's the MLS, LoopNet, Zillow, Crexy, you name it, here to cover it for you. And as always, we've got some stats for you. I'm going to introduce a new stat for you as well. But let's get right into our normal stats, which are how many properties are available, how many are under contract, and what can you do to look at what we've got going on, how many new ones we have this week. And I'll get all those in just a second. So first up, there's actually, if you look at only 2020 or older properties that are $500,000 and plus that are multifamily here on the MLS, there are 64 properties out there. 22 of those are under contract, and 42 are available to buy. That is right in line with what we see every single week, somewhere around this 20 plus or so under contract, and somewhere around 40 or so that you can still look at to buy. So no major breakthrough changes one way or another there. Then over on LoopNet, which is, if you haven't enough familiar with LoopNet, you need to check it out. It's got multifamily opportunities out there for you, although I will say there's probably 95% crossover on MLS versus LoopNet right now. That'll change as investors get more aggressive with higher priced properties. But with interest rates and lending rates right now, there's less aggressive going on in the market. So we'll talk about that a little bit more later here. But anyway, on LoopNet, very similar story here. We got 36 out there that are listed. 4 of those are under contract, so 32 are available for you to buy. Most of those are well over $500,000, more in the $1 million mark. But across both platforms, so across the entire MLS, as well as across LoopNet, the commercial platform, there's only 2 new opportunities here in the last week. I don't know if investors are waiting for this election to get over with. I don't know if they're waiting for the end of the year. Maybe they're busy. I don't know. We've got 15 or so. I've got 15 or so plus off-market opportunities, duplexes, fourplexes on up to about 5,200 units. And so there's a lot of opportunity out there. So anyway, we've got 2 new opportunities, and let's take a look at those right now. So for my podcast listeners, I have my website pulled up, and we're going to take a look at, really, there's only one new opportunity that I would classify. We've seen this other one in Lenexa. If you're on podcast, there's a duplex here, large-looking duplexes that were built, I don't know if it's brand new or 2020, 2018, something like that. They continuously seem to pop up here for somewhere around $625,000 to $650,000. So we're not going to talk about that one, but we will talk a little bit, which is also not a new property, this property here in Grandview. So this is actually, I'm going to zoom in here, down here in Grandview, Missouri, which is just south of 435. This particular property is just west of 49, off of 135th Street in Grandview. You might have seen it late last year, most of this year listed. It is now relisted here again. It's 9 units for $709,000. I think there might be a duplex attached to a 7-unit or something similar to that. But it's out there for you to take a look at. I think the price has come down over time. On paper, I like it at $79,000 per unit. I would consider this a class B or B minus location, maybe CC plus, depending on the exact area around there. But typically, Grandview right now is C plus B minus area for a lot of investors. But just something to take a look at. I think there could be a fit here if you've got a 1031 exchange or are an active investor. The numbers might not be pretty, but Grandview does have a lot of potential and is a growth market from rent perspective. Okay, so that's a Grandview property that is just west of I-49 and is south of 435, okay? So that's one of the new properties I was talking to you about. Could be an interesting opportunity for you there. Just getting my bearings straight here on the map on my website just to kind of show you that there's really only one property here on this particular website. As we go then over to LoopNet, so that's everything new there. So over on LoopNet, we have a new listing there. It's actually 3 properties that are considered one listing in the Plaza Brookside area. 2 of them are literally right off the plaza, just west of the plaza there, West Plaza they call it. And then the other one is more in Brookside area. The list price there is almost $3.2 million for these 3 properties. You got to have a letter of intent, and they're all Class A located. One of these is a heart of Brookside, so there's not a ton of information on this. Just at the very highest level, looks like it could be kind of a strong price. I mean, it might be tough, but it is a Class A location in the urban core. So if you're into that, let's take a look at these together, see how they might work out. You got a 1031 exchange, you want more of trophy style assets, this is a good location for that. Or if you want to be an active investor in this market, let's talk and see how this might fit into your investing strategy. Remember, I'm a real estate broker. I can help you buy properties that are on market or off market here in the Kansas City area. Okay? So that's everything that is new on market this week. One other statistic I did want to talk to you about, and that is how many properties have sold this year in 2024 that are $500,000 plus in the entire metro. So that gets us to where we're at right now and today. We're at 89 properties have sold across the metro. Now, this is just MLS stats. So there's a lot of off-market activity that happens and larger properties that sell off-market and some that never make it to Zillow, LoopNet, or sorry, some that never make it to the MLS that are only on LoopNet. So you got to keep that in mind. We're going to call it 89 for consistency's sake. That's this year through October. And then in 2023, which was last year, 80. So according to that, we're actually ahead of pace compared to where we were a year ago. Now, there's lots of reasons why that could be. So it's never great to just focus on one statistic, but shows that maybe things aren't as slow as we might think. There's different times of year that are slower than other times of year. All sorts of factors here. But bottom line is deals are getting done in this city. And there are a lot of good opportunities out there for a lot of different investor types. If you're a 1031 exchange investor or an active investor, I can help you sort through all the noise I do every single week. I don't want to waste any more of your time. My name is Alex Olson. You can email me, alex@legendaryapartmentbrokers.com, and we can take a look at deals together. Talk to you soon.